There's this concern about a quid pro quo. In other words, that they're getting something from Mayor Adams. This is why I think it's so important. For the judge here, he has to decide whether the Department of Justice's position, as stated in court, which is that even if there's a quid pro quo, they denied that there was one, but they said even if there was, there's nothing wrong with that. We can do it. This is what that means that the Department of Justice, under the guise of prosecutorial discretion, can use a criminal indictment to bend somebody to their will. Imagine a member of Congress where the bending to the will was you have to vote our way. Or to take another extreme example, I'll dismiss the case without prejudice so long as you pay me $50,000 in cash. All of those are quid pro quos. It can't possibly be the case that the law is that you're allowed to do any quid pro quo. And that is why I have my eyes so much on this case and what the judge is going to do here. Because if you think that things are bad now, if this case goes awry and the judges aren't attuned to what exactly the department is saying they can do, they're going to get a whole hell of a lot worse. Even taking Pam Bondi at her word, which is she just a few days ago said, this case essentially is garbage and it was political and it should never have been brought and it's incredibly weak. Well, if that's the case, you should just dismiss it. I mean, you don't try and get something for it. If it's a case that you think shouldn't have been brought, you don't sit there and say, now I want to see whether I can leverage the defendant over it. But it could also go the way of Danielle Sassoon, who said, absolutely, this was tantamount to a quid pro quo. I'm particularly interested in the notes that Danielle Sassoon said that her team was told not to take and were confiscated by Emile Beauvais at that meeting. You don't confiscate notes because they're good for you.
Just when you think you've hit rock bottom, you realize there is no bottom for these people, and
None.
their absolute contempt for the institutions and really disregard for the safety and security of the American people